What's up, you guys? Gaming Addict. Gonna go ahead and kind of give my first impressions. I know I said review, but I guess it is my review, but it's my first impressions in general because this game's just an alpha, but it's gonna be on Smite. First thing I noticed about Smite is it has a lot of features that I do like. I haven't really noticed any kind of support at the moment. I haven't played a whole lot of the characters. I've played like 3 or 4, but first thing I have to say, you guys, is this game has every playstyle you could think of. And although some of the characters, they have so many characters, like I think it has to be at least over 40. And that's one of the things I really do enjoy about this game. You know, I've never really been in the MOBA, but kind of the reason is because I have an addicting personality when it comes to games, and MOBAs take a lot of time. But you know, came over. First off, it was extremely hard for me to get my hands on this beta, well, alpha, whatever. I'll have to thank Microbox of X. He's the one that gave me the alpha key. His channel will be the link just in the description. This game, you guys, is definitely fun, especially if you play it with your friends. Now, I wouldn't suggest, maybe not, I think it's going to be free, I'm pretty sure. But, you know, if you have friends that are playing this and they ask you to play, at least try it out. Because the game's really fun. You know, especially when you're with your friends, like I said, because I feel like this game's a real big team-oriented game. And if you don't play with your friends, the other team is going to wreck you. The graphics on this game are probably sub-par, especially what you expect from a MOBA. They're pretty good. You know, they're not nothing spectacular to look at or anything, but they definitely look pretty nice. The gameplay on this game, you guys, is extremely fun. It's like tower defense and Happy Wars combined. You know, in Happy Wars where you had to build up the towers, well, on this you have towers on each perspective, and you have something called phoenixes on the far end of every corner. Either you'll have your phoenix, your opponent have their phoenix, and I think the maps I played there was 3, but there might be more than that in other maps, like in the actual launch. But what these things do is the phoenixes cannot be hurt by specials. They can only be hurt by your normal attacks, so therefore it takes longer to kill them, so your opponents have longer to get you off of their phoenix. The towers can be destroyed pretty easily as long as you don't have, as long as you function as a good team. You can take down the towers pretty relatively easy, but you know, sometimes when you have the towers and you have the enemy heroes, then you have the enemy infantry, it can be real pain. I feel like this game's a real strategic game, but once a couple towers of yours have been took off, it's really hard to come back from that. But you know, I haven't really played this a lot. I think I played like 5 or 6 games. Figured I'd go ahead and give it my first impressions. But you know, Smite is definitely worth picking up. I mean, it's free, obviously. I hope everyone here would at least try a free game. You know, the gameplay, it's like I said, there's gameplay for everything you think of. If you like to be a support guy, then you be a support guy. If you like to be a range guy, you be a range guy. If you like to be a mage, which is, you know, the same as rage, but you be that. There's bow characters. There's a shitload of bow characters for some reason. There's mage characters. There's immobile spells where you can just hit someone from a immobilized spell and they can't move, which is kind of annoying. Because if you have like 2 enemy heroes around you and they hit you with an immobilized spell, you're probably dead. But yeah, this is my first impressions. I'll go, when the actual full game comes out, I'll make a review. But you know, I do suggest if you can get your hands on an alpha code, at least try it. If you want to play with me, Room to Kill is my gamer tag. Rate this video if you guys don't mind. Sub, it's always appreciated. Share, I like my content to get to as many people as possible. And I appreciate you guys' support. This is Gaming Addict. Peace.
Congratulations, you have won your first game. Next, you should try some co-op against non-player gods. Or if truly brave, against other players.